Masterpiece, a work of outstanding artistry, skill, or workmanship is the official definition according to Google. But, according to Urban Dictionary, be incredibly awesome that its majesty is overwhelming, so much that you could practically jizz your pants while viewing it. Holy shit, that chick has the best looking breasts I have ever seen. Masterpiece. Interesting. So now we know what the word masterpiece means. So without further ado, here's 10 songs that I would consider a masterpiece, or at least pretty close to. Hey, do me a favor, and if you like these kind of videos, feel free to hit the like button, helps out the videos. But first up on the list is a metalcore band, and even if you're not a fan of the genre, you should check this out because I would say this is one of the best metalcore songs ever written.
That's a bold statement.
But this song actually won Song of the Year for me in 2021, and it's still a legendary track for me. So basically, it takes elements of modern metalcore like breakdowns, gent riffs, and emotive vocals, but does it in an experience. It's a 6-minute long song, or 8 minutes if you attach the reprise to it, which you should, and basically intertwines between these soft angelic moments to these intricate blast beat heavy moments with these lyrics that are actually quite intriguing. It's telling the story, and the story has this payoff moment, especially at the end. Definitely worth checking out if you're into prog metalcore, or if you're a fan of the genre and you haven't heard it, then please check this song out. It only has 41,000 views on YouTube, so it's criminally underrated. But this song is an almost damn near perfect metalcore track, and it goes to Melting Amber by Above Below.
I falling from the tree outside.
All right, who here could use a good cry? Like, I know it sounds a little bit weird, but if you're in tune with your emotions or you want to express your emotions and need a good cry, then this song is gut-wrenching. It's basically about loss, mourning, grief. The vocalist of this band lost his father, and the lyrics perfectly illustrate what it's like to feel lost without a father figure, but also trying to fill in those shoes too. So with the lyrical content, is just so heart-wrenching, but it's also the instrumentation. There's some intricacies from the guitar leads, but also the drumming. It's not typical 4x4 and or like typical standard kind of tuning on these instruments. Also, the song just kind of keeps building upon its ideas rather than following like a formulaic structure. It's a very emotive piece that is not cookie cutter, but also just gut-wrenching from a lyrical standpoint. Truly one of my favorite songs ever, and it goes to Pianos Become the Teeth, Repine.
How's it stand? What do we let that sand out? That wick won't burn away. Wear me out like a sister hot and absent. And what are we without regret? I heard a voice passing through. Oh, it won't burn away.
All right, so after that, we need a feel-good song, something to bring up the mood a little bit, right? So this band is the perfect band for me to always bring up my mood, because when you listen to their music, it's like listening to a movie. It feels like a soundtrack. And it's one of the most ambitious bands that I've ever listened to, possibly the most ambitious band that I can think of, yet they're still so criminally underrated. Now, if you're into progressive rock music or just rock music, or you like the idea of lore with your music like Coheed and Cambria, you gotta listen to this band. And this song is jazzy, it's progressive rock, it has some post-hardcore elements too. There's so many different elements, but basically it feels like you're listening to a story, which you actually technically are, but you're listening to like this experience. This song is not even really my favorite song because I can't really find a favorite song, but if you don't know this band, this is a perfect entryway point, and fall's around the corner, and this band is one of my go-to fall autumn bands. So check out The Deer Hunter, A Night on the Town.
I've been misplaced. What will I see tonight in these eyes? I was in the wrong place at the right time. Not knowing how far I'd fall. There's that subtle smile that did me in.
This music is so soft. Where's the heavy stuff? This METALBIRB more like pussy burb.
I'll laugh if someone actually called me that. But let's get back onto metal, and this artist is absolutely relentless from a metal guitarist standpoint. Truly one of the most incredible guitarists ever. He has changed the game. He has introduced thumping to the guitar world, and you probably know who I'm talking about when I say thumping. But this song is from his first album and still captures what makes this band so amazing. Just the technical prowess of the incredible arpeggios and the mix of like these lighter, clean moments to these insane gent moments. The song feels like Periphery, but made by AI, but it's actually human. Just the instrumentals are bonkers. Truly one of the most technical, incredible songs out there. And if you've never listened to this artist yet, then this is a great starting point. But it goes to Animals as Leaders, CAFO. All right, next up on the list is going to make the metal purists happy because this is some death metal. Well, technically it's tech death. And to be honest, I'm not too huge on death metal. I find it not very dynamic, and I need some more dynamics in my music. And this band has those dynamics. Essentially, they're the pinnacle of tech death. The guitar work is absolutely bonkers with these fast, string skipping death metal riffs. Then they go into these solos, and the solos is where the music really takes shape because it's essentially classical music gone death metal. It feels like if Beethoven picked up a metal guitar and just wrote these crazy arpeggios. So the solos are so technical, they're so mesmerizing that so many guitarists have failed trying to even cover these songs, including myself back in the day. But yeah, the music is just wicked fast, so technical and so intricate that it makes musicians happy and even the death metal fans happy. So if you're a fan of death metal and you've not listened to this band yet, then that's shocking. But it goes to Necrophagist, Fermented Awful Discharge. All right, the next 10 out of 10 masterpiece song is actually one of the most meme songs in metal. It's one of the most popular songs that even non-metalheads know who this band is, and this is the song that started it all. It's also one of the most popular 5, 7, 8 songs on guitar in terms of the riffs. But speaking of the riffs is what makes this song so iconic. Every section to this song is just so catchy, from the harmonized riffs, but also these fun breakdown rhythms. Every member shines. There's so many fun vocal melodies too to sing along to. Truly one of the most iconic, memorable songs ever, and that's why I have to say it's a masterpiece, because it led the way for so many other bands, and it's truly one of the most popular songs ever written and got so many people into guitar. Goes to Avenged Sevenfold, Unholy Confessions. Okay, so let's take a break from metal and get into rock, and everyone knows who this band is. They have written some of the most popular songs ever, and this song is actually a mainstream single. It's played on the radio, but it's progressive and it's so unique. There's nothing else like it, and the fact that this song is so popular blows my mind, because from the guitar standpoint, there's 3 guitars intertwined with each other, and the harmony work is off balance a little bit, yet they're all in sync. Then the song has these different sections and twists and turns. One of these sections has one of the most badass riffs. It's simple, but the riff is so badass and memorable. But the song gets into this melancholic bridge before this badass outro with these crazy guitar solos. The vocals are hypnotic, and the lyrics convey a sense of paranoia. Truly one of the best bands out there. Some people think they're overrated. I love them, and I absolutely love this song. So it goes to Radiohead, Paranoid Android.
When I am king, you will be. Ambition makes you look. When you remember my name,
we're going to jazz, baby.
You like jazz?
This song is a well-respected artist in the prog and rock community, actually. So much so that Luke Holland actually does some cool drum covers to this band. But from intricate drumming and these jazz sections, it's also their way of mixing pop and some prog with their music. Very, very fun. That if you're a fan of this style of jazz or prog, definitely check these guys out. This is still my favorite song that I've heard from them, especially the live music videos. So check out the Reign of Kindo, Just Wait. All right, so I'm looking at my list, and there's a lot of prog. So, dude, I can't help it. I'm biased towards prog because to me the music feels more like experience. That gives it that like masterpiece kind of rating, I feel like. But also, it's just not generic. It's not cookie cutter. The music has twists and turns, which I tend to favor and give it that really high rating. This song has those twists and turns, but it's a little bit more digestible. Funny enough, the band Veil of Maya actually took the name of one of the song titles that this band has, but this band is one of the most legendary prog metal groups, yet I still feel like they're underrated. Basically, if you're like the idea of these soft, almost robotic sounding vocals with these fast guitar riffs intertwined with these beautiful solos, and funny enough, the solos were actually the vocalists sang the solos, before he even played it on guitar, so he can just get the melody in his head and then would translate it to guitar. So that's why the solos are so beautiful. The music has so much emotion, but it's also sounds a little bit futuristic. Very, very cool album that still holds really well today. And it goes to Cynic, Evolutionary Sleeper.
Evolutionary sleeper.
All right, next up is a band that is
So overrated. Stop talking about them. I'm so sick of seeing this band everywhere.
yeah, this is actually one of the most hated, also beloved bands at the moment. They're pretty polarizing, but I find the haters just as cringy as the extreme fan base, because the fan base can be a little bit cringy. You already saw it in the thumbnail. It's Sleep Token, okay? But it's not anything off Take Me Back to Eden, because I've already talked about that album a lot, but I want to bring it back to Sundowning. There's a couple tracks on Sundowning that are just incredible, and to me this song is my favorite song off Sundowning because the slow burn approach from building upon its ideas more and more until we get to this massive crescendo at the end. But between these vocals that are layered so beautifully, but lyrics that convey such a illustrative picture through this relation is so well done. The lyrics are thought-provoking. The song progression is also enticing, but again, it's how everything builds upon its ideas. When the drums come in, they come in at the perfect time, and 2 on the drum kit continues to just get more relentless with his fills and his ideas. That again, it's all about the slow burn approach and to this massive crescendo at the end. Truly one of the best Sleep Token songs, and it goes to Higher.
You say you won't begin again, 'cause I look for scarlet and you look for ultrafine.
So those are 10 out of 10 songs, or at least very close to 10 out of 10. Could be like 9.5, but you know, we're just going to say 10 out of 10 for title's sake. But I'm curious to know what your masterpiece is. So comment down below, spice up my life. Guys, what is missing on this list? Also, before you comment, please be aware that there's also 2 other videos. This is a 3-parter right now. So I've already mentioned 20 other songs in my video. So please click this video if you'd like to see the other video and see the other songs that I mentioned. But again, let me know a masterpiece in the comments. But on that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Peace.